Yo, episode 293. Caesar blurred out the background, but it's too late. We caught you.
200, 293.
Indeed, sir. Seven away from the big switcheroo. But for now,
Excited.
you
We're
feel
gonna we're
me?
gonna we're gonna switch it up like the Greeks did in 300.
Okay. I don't remember, but I'm with it. Um, Holly is still not with us, still out there in Ukraine, going from east to west, north to south. You know, she's in Mariupol, she's in Donbass, Kiev. You know, she's going across the border with Poland, doing her thing. You know, it's been a year since the invasion, or as Caesar likes to call it, the special operation.
Or as I like to call it, the temporary occupation. Let's go, Holly. Big Canada. We gonna ride for you, but we supporting you over here.
As Caesar calls it, the denazification of Ukraine.
Big propaganda going on right now.
Yeah. But in the meantime, we're holding it down for Holly. You know what I mean? Saving up that money so she can come out here and visit us. We can do
Yeah.
it up.
Yeah, she if she would have loved that turn up for the birthday.
Oh, yeah, that would have been great. That would have been great. I mean, legendary party, I feel like. It's still getting talked
I, I
about.
I still I still smile thinking about it. I'd be hella that was one of the best things ever. Like I'm never gonna forget that for the rest of my life. Even if I have some controversy and I hate we made it podcast and I quit the show and everything's over, and be like, that party though, that did bang.
I don't know what that was about. That was iffy there. But
I was just trying to cause drama for you too, my bad.
okay, well, 2 weeks later, I mean, it's still banging. I got people sending me videos talking about when can we do this again? Like, hey, you know what I mean? Who knew that a vanilla party at my house would go hard like that?
Yeah, who would have thought that you would have been down even though you were uncomfortable with the idea in the beginning because of your own stipulations?
Absolutely. Maybe next time we can make it
Okay, next.
but anyway, let's talk some football. This is the
Yeah,
best
let's go.
football podcast in the world. There's really no other better analysis than us. Honestly, I feel like we've done it so much. It's like not boring now, but it's just like, dude, like we're better than everybody. Like, what's even the point anymore? We already proved
I
ourselves.
think I'm gonna keep it all the way real. You know, forget the episode. Listen, I think right now the objective is like, I feel like I don't, and I say this not like not lightly at all. I think we absolutely destroyed this. Like we could conquer what is possible to conquer in terms of what we could bring to the table in soccer podcasting. Like with the means and the budget, the most we ever made was $10 that I kept. Uh, um, we did it. Okay, we did it. So that's why I think I'm over here looking at other things to do. I'm like, oh, can we do coaching? Like, what's going on? Like you give us me and Ben. We want a challenge. Give me a challenge. You won't put us on the conference league coverage, even though we will go crazy. I mean, it would be a blast. Put us on a damn Rumble live for it. I don't care. We'll go in. Dog. I don't care. Put us on YouTube live where 3 people are watching. I'm gonna put us on the She Believe Cup on HBO Max. I'm gonna cracking, dog. Trust me.
It's really a shame that soccer wants to be boring. It's
You're just
really
gonna
a
have Micah like like that the whole time.
it's really a shame that I gotta literally. Oh, let's go off. Fuck it. It's a shame that I gotta I'm forced to look at ESPN FC and they ask Stevie Nichols a question and he's silent for like 8 seconds. I'm like, you're on TV, dude. You can't sit there and think silently. You gotta talk.
I know they have real producers too that probably don't even do soccer. They just do production work. And I know they're pulling their hair because anybody that knows that field, they don't care what the subject is. They're here to make the show look good. They're like, please talk.
Like,
Like
just
your
talk.
dead air is the worst to talk.
Like, Stevie, so how do you think Liverpool's gonna win next week?
He always goes, oh, I didn't think of that. I'm like, come on, dude.
Like,
Oh,
dude,
what,
come
did
on.
you read the breakdown? No.
Like how
You're
like
not reading emails like me.
and it's just like, dude, like I'm so tired of all these. I'm tired of just like
pundits.
a bunch of old people. Like, let's get out of here, dude. Like,
Either
let's
it's
just
old people, it's and I don't have a problem with people on the show liking teams. That's okay.
yeah, it's
But
whatever.
I like when they do it, but they're like either a real fan that hates their own team, because a real fan hates everything their own team does. Like that everything's annoying, or they have unbiased, like, yo, like they went off. Respect. The like I don't need to watch Kara on CBS saying that Real Madrid's Champions League wins were luck. I don't need to see that on TV. Like, I don't. Like, I get it, dog. You're mad because you blow. You suck. That's fine. And then he's over here saying, like, oh, I could start right now. Like, just get off the TV, dude. Because
Start where? Start
for
where?
Liverpool, he's like, okay, so Liverpool right now? I'm like,
You can't run. What are you talking about?
barely, you didn't even win the Premier League before. Okay, all them years you spent groveling in Liverpool, you won a Champions League because you had some ballers on your team. Yeah, so
It's
he's calling
really
it luck. I'm like, three in a row is luck. Okay, big dog.
there's
Plus the Vinny one. Okay, dude.
there's hardly luck at that level, but like whatever.
You can't
Um,
say luck on a 2 game series. You can't say
no,
luck.
you can't. You
And
can't.
and then that run, they beat like hella good teams. We had like, didn't we start off PSG first round?
It was PSG, Chelsea, and City, dude. Like,
You
come
want to
on now.
call the PSG draw luck?
Like they redid the draw.
I
Like
was screaming how annoying that was. I'm like, why didn't we get Shakhtar again or some crap? Why are we getting PSG?
y'all lose to Shakhtar. But like, yeah, no, these people are crazy.
Yeah,
Like
I
they don't
agree.
even know what they're talking about half the time, and it's just so whack. Like I know that if we just got one shot, we'll destroy them. And it would just be like, who are these guys? Did they play? They didn't play. They didn't play. They didn't like. And I'm like, I don't care. Put me next to you in the pundit thing, and I'm going to destroy you. I know you're not even watching the game. You're texting your kids.
No, like one thing we and you know how to do is content, how to make. I feel like we also have done from examples of people telling us we made soccer the best version of how it can be Americanized. I see a lot of Americans that enjoy soccer, but they adapt to the European style and swag of it. We don't do that here. We watch soccer and we've incorporated our how we came up with like American culture into the sport. Like we're given nicknames. We were doing the original basketball starting lineup way back. We was
That
doing
was
the
2007.
starters.
That's 2017, dude.
So old. When I see it now, I'm like, you're doing that now. Russell Westbrook's about to retire. I had him start when he was 25. It's over now. He would have already had his career done. He would have been playing Al Nassr by now. It's over, dog. No, but for sure, I think that when I listen to other shows, and even I'm not even, this is not even hate, because the only other soccer podcast I listen to is the Ligue 1 podcast, because
Me too.
I don't have the subscription anymore. So I just listen to the podcast recap. And I'm like, if I'm like, this is okay. Like, this is okay. It's good. They do a good job. I'm like, I feel like we're still because we hit even more areas. Like we cover more leagues too.
Yeah,
And
honestly,
hard discussion points. Like you brought up many incredible articles discussing controversies, criminal acts and stuff, and the original Ronaldo stuff. Like we went in on people that we've actually respected as players. We'll go in on them. OG Ronaldo boycott was here.
that's facts. I like the League on podcast because like I do think it could be better, but I think the only thing that would make it better is they did more episodes. Like
Episodes, yeah, that's the only problem. You don't. If it was a weekly show, I think it'd be really good.
I think it could be like twice a week. It'd be better because they do it once a week. But like if it's a cup week, they don't do it, and like they don't cover Champions League and stuff like that for real. But because they're like it's like English guys and Australian guys who moved to France. They have like a totally like they talk about stuff like kind of as outsiders, but like obviously they speak French and stuff, but like it's cool, like their perspective.
Yeah.
But either way, like we're the best, and it's honestly like it's like over now. It's like like duh, we're the best. Like, are you kidding me? Um, and they don't like League on Podcast doesn't really do like deep analysis like that of matches, and you don't really get that much from these shows. I feel like Terry Henry's decent at that, but it's like he's got to be on the show with these buffoons. Like, what's even the point?
I I um I have a lot of respect for Thierry Henry, and even if Thierry Henry flames out the rest of his life as a coach, I still number one respect the effort and to respect the player. Like I respect it, and I've always said it's extremely hard for a striker to become a good coach. It's just hard. Like it's a hard for do it. I think it's better to have a midfielder or like a center back. I think it's just I like people that know the game built from the back up than the
Yeah.
front back. That's just it is what it is. I think he's a good assistant or something to good have on a team, but I don't know about a head situation.
Yeah.
I like hearing his perspectives on how things go in the game. I like hearing how he talks about the attacking stuff. But then when I hear like clown one, clown two after, it's just like, I'm sorry. Like I think entertainment's great and you can have that, but you can do a better job of scouting talent that's entertaining at the same time they know what they're talking about. Like
And not
Kara and them, it's like when Kara, it's like Kara talks, and then after, like Micah's just like a megaphone repeating the stuff. And I'm like, y'all, I don't understand why you guys like so online. It's goofy. Like I just
you know why? You know why? It's riding a bike. Um, but
no really
I
though.
mean, I wish I could watch CBS coverage. I can't because
Yeah,
I
the
can't.
UEL coverage is way better. The
Oh yeah,
Europa
yeah.
League
I've seen
coverage,
them.
they have
Yeah.
like that goalie girl, the former goalie player girl. They have a bunch of people. That group is a little bit better. And they still have that one dude I hate. The main not he's like the Latino guy. He does the Golazo show. I can't handle that. But the
Oh,
Europa League one, I still listen. I unmute them before I unmute the Champions League coverage
oh
because the
yeah,
minute I do Champions League, I'm like, oh my god, no,
yeah.
like
No, I can't.
you're trying to antagonize me.
Yeah. The only other soccer show that I've liked was The Locker Room. I
Locker
did.
room was great. Locker room was great because it was ratchet. It was good.
It
It was
was
fun.
ratchet. You had like Christian Vieri on there. Like
Yeah, it was state funded ratchetness.
really, like they would get into arguments. Like,
Oh, it was great. I know off stage it was hella fighting. It was
but
great.
you know the times that I didn't like it was
What?
when George was on there.
Come on, dog.
My bad this month though. Let me take that out this
Yeah,
month.
no. You can say that in like next week.
Yeah. But anyway, okay, rant over. Let's get into some football real
Oh
fast.
yeah, soccer, football.
Round of 16 Champions League, we had Tuesday and Wednesday. Um, I'll say the matches that didn't matter. I feel like I'm missing one. Well, whatever, screw it. We won't even talk about the other ones. Oh, it was City. So City and Leipzig tied 1-1. Eintracht Frankfurt lost to Napoli 2-0, and Inter and Porto tied 1-1. I heard that match was really boring, but the big match that everybody wanted to see and everybody was hoping would go away, and it seemed like it would for a bit, was Liverpool versus Real Madrid. Shame there's not away goals. Um, Liverpool went up 2-0. The first goal was Mohamed Salah, right? No, Mohamed Salah.
No, Darwin.
Right. No, yeah, Darwin had the backheel goal. That was sweet.
That was dirty. Yeah.
Yeah, that was really nice. Then Salah scored on a Thibaut Courtois mistake, although I'm kind of blaming Denny Carvajal for that too.
I am too.
You're doing a lot with that pass, doggy. You're doing a lot. Like, this fool's really tall, yo. Like, come on now. Him hitting it off his chest is like way up here. Like, if it's Keylor Navas, it's still kind of close
It's
to the
not
ground.
good. This guy's a giant, dog.
It's like, he's hitting it off his chest. It goes 7 feet in the air. Like,
Gravity isn't strong enough on Earth to do that with him. You gotta do that on Mars or something.
you got to do that in that where Interstellar was, like when they went
Yo,
in the waves. Like,
yeah, you can't do it with there's two Danny Carvajals in the full body of the Courtois. There's two Carvajals built there.
exactly. But so it was 2-0, and we're all looking like, damn, yo, like, is it gonna happen? But I'll say this, there's a lot of teams where you can question their leadership. Like, you can truly question it. I think right now we're seeing a resurgence of leadership in Manchester United. But like a lot of teams, you're like, they don't really have that thing that like makes them like a drive. I think Man City is like led by Pep, and it's hard because he's not on the pitch. Bayern is a team that has like they kind of have like a mentality of leadership. You got Kimmich on the pitch, like you got a boss right there.
Yeah.
But Real Madrid is one of those teams where I feel like every single player is imbued with a sense of leadership and accountability and responsibility and drive. And you saw Vinny Jr. score that goal, and after, it was up from after that. Actually, two things before I bring in. Vinny scored that goal, and then at some point, which I can't remember exactly when, David Alaba came out and Nacho came in. Game completely changed.
I absolutely agree. I think that one of the staples of Real Madrid is that I think when they lose to a lot of lower teams, it's because maybe like just it just doesn't go for them, or like they look a little flat, or they just don't have enough like fire in the midfield or whatever. Or sometimes the ball just don't go in. Because if you watch La Liga, it's a lot of conservative style soccer where it's a lot of these teams play minimal risk, good passing, fundamental, and it's hard to get it like Premier League cracking in the La Liga. That's why when the top teams are really good, you know they're going to do good abroad because they're able to break through a lot of that very control, like almost German style like football, where it's like very slow build up style. So, Real Madrid, they have a lot of leadership. Remember, they won Champions League last year on the heels of a crazy amount of comebacks. When you've built that so many times, you have once again 10 plus years at least of 5 players from the squad. You have consistent leadership that has been through it all. You have young players that have been through it all. Like we said before, the best thing Real Madrid did the season after Ronaldo left and Vinny came in is just let him go out there and play, lose games, figure it out, go on scoring droughts. Because what happened? He went and we all saw like, damn, the shooting's kind of rough. Went and worked on it. He went and worked on it.
I never thought his close range shooting was rough. I just know that he can't score from outside the box.
It's crazy. You can't wait till March. So it's just he worked on it, and he's become a proven clinical finisher. At least you know if he's going to get the ball there, it's a dangerous place. And the way he shoots, I think, is really crazy, where it's hard to like be a traditional goalie against. Like, you don't really know how this ball's going to come, and it's like low ones, and it's just scary for these keepers because a lot of people like to power shoot, and he can't, according to Bam. So I think what's more lethal is low shots. Low shots, these keepers suck at going to the ground. There's an entire highlight clip of Hernovic or whatever, the guy from
Handanovic. That's hilarious.
He literally doesn't dive ever, and all the goals he gives up are below. And he's just like, I was like, that would be me as a goalie. I'm not diving. Fuck that. So, anyways, like that's a perennial esteemed goalie. So just I think Real Madrid knows how to make comebacks. They've consistently made comebacks. I was thinking to myself in that first half, I'm like, I mean, if they lose, it's all good. Like, I think that'll just bring urgency to the board to be like, we got to make like a big signing up top somewhere. I just thought that'd happen or something like that. But don't ever count them out. I just always count them out no matter what, but don't ever count them out because you never know what could happen. Vinny scored, it exploded. Everybody started running like crazy. Valverde was getting crazy. Honestly, I don't want to be mean, but Alaba looked like a little bit like he was still a little injured. Like he wasn't all the way there. When he got hurt, I thought Nacho was a great option. I mean, Nacho came in leadership after that first little funky little pass he did in the back where they almost lost it. He's like a little cold, you know, he get to warm up. He started getting it cracking, and he played great. And I think that Liverpool is an example of a very Premier League team. But when it gets down to grimy, solidified, solid, fundamental soccer, you're just playing into Real Madrid's game, and they just dictated the entire second half. And they got that win, big win too. It wasn't just like, oh, they 3-2. They dropped a lot of goals on Liverpool.
Oh yeah. What's the name? I'm trying to find when Alaba came in. I mean, I'm sorry, when Alaba got injured. That was the 27th minute.
27th minute. It really changed after that. Because remember, Real Madrid got scored on in the 5th minute, and then it was super early, the first goal. Like it was like right when the game kind of started. It was really early. Like Real Madrid wasn't even warmed up for it yet. They got scored on fast by Darwin.
The first goal was 4th minute, second goal was 14th minute.
Yeah.
What's his name? Nacho came on 27th minute and completely shut Salah down. Like you could tell also, like Ancelotti told him, like, don't give him a lot of space. Like do your thing, but like don't just let him just chill because he was on him a lot. And Salah couldn't do a damn thing.
And think about this: Liverpool never really addressed getting not having Sadio Mane anymore. They never really
They
truly
think they did.
they think they did, but we kind of knew that you didn't really replace that. Like you
No.
didn't bring anybody like you didn't get like a Diaby from Leverkusen or some other crazy lethal winger that would have just got it cracking. Like you just kind of got some players that were pretty good and had a lot of potential. It's kind of there, and Jota fell off the earth. But with Salah, like you locked that side down before. The scary part was you had Sadio over there, like you had Firmino was crazy. All you kind of gotta do is lock that down and be like, I dare you, the rest of you, to do something, please. Like, because remember, if I'm thinking to myself as a coach, if you lock down Salah now, and who the hell other dude, I don't know, that Ramsey, whatever these fools are, score, whatever. You lock down the best player, one of the best players in the world. I'd rather worry about that first. And it's like what they do in basketball. Like I force that guy to shoot a three. Like I want to see them score on me that way.
And the thing is with Nacho, like I think not like, you could tell like Nacho was hyped for that. He's like, okay, cool. Like if you're telling me like first of all, he came in at left back. And if you're telling me like I just gotta like lock him down, like I don't think like I think he's like, oh yeah, that's easy. Like okay, sure. Like I've seen Nacho struggle. I remember a match against Barcelona, like they had Ousmane Dembele over there, and he was too fast for Nacho. Like
Yeah,
he's running,
it can
getting the
happen.
crosses off because he's hella fast. Mohamed Salah's not that anymore. Like he's
No,
not that guy like
no,
that.
no, no. He has a lot of the quick feet, but Osman like Dembele has
Quick
he's like
and
more
fast.
way more agile. Like
Yeah,
he creates way more space than
yeah,
Salah does.
for
Salah's
sure.
really good and very dangerous, but like we're not talking about before. It's been a while.
Yeah,
The dude has played a crazy amount of games. It's just you get run down after a long time playing winger, dog.
yeah. And Nacho just doesn't lose it. So
No.
I think that was a big deal.
I became a fan of the right-footed players on the left side. It looks nice, especially like left-footed wingers love to cut in across the front. And if you're right-footed, what's your favorite preference shift spot? You just shift this way. Like, yeah, please, you want to go this way? I love going this way. Like that makes it easier for you all day. Like, yeah, please. Like
And
I will shut this side down. So you got to go the left side. You got to go to your right, and you're gonna suck that way because you're left-footed.
and
I want you to
also
go to your right every time, Mr. Left Footer.
and also like when it comes to like blocking a pass or a shot, it's easier with a right-footed player to block that shot with their right
Because all you
foot.
have to do is plant left, and you have all this. You can balance, put the leg out, do all this work all day as a left back on with the right foot, like Cancelo used to do.
And that's like your more flexible leg. That's your
Because
stronger leg. So like it's a little bit
when you throw the off leg, you're just kind of throwing it out there. But on the right one, you're probably much better correcting it, putting it there, adjusting a lot easier because it's your dominant foot.
yeah. And also let's think about it. When it comes even to crosses, like if you're taking the corner from the left side, you usually have a right-footed person sitting that corner in. So it don't really matter for the left back to send in a cross with his left foot. It don't really matter.
No, and it doesn't. Also, a good point forever when crossing, the best crosses are ones that you can just push the momentum of the ball towards the goal, not against the goal. So when a right-footed cross comes in from the left side, all you got to do is just nudge it in the direction of the goal, and that momentum keeps going forward.
The best cross is going towards the goal.
Yeah, yeah.
So like
You want the ball to spin. That's why you want a left footer on the right side because the ball's going to spin in nicely.
so it really makes more sense to have a right-footed left back and a left-footed right back. Really?
Yeah. I just think passing lanes get a little weird for the left footer on the right side.
If
So
you
about
have
just no left-footed fullbacks. I think we
just
just have
no
a good
left-footed
formation.
players. How about just no left-footed players?
A team full of all right footers is nasty. You know this. You know this.
You're not going to miss out on anything because the left-footed players are. But yeah, what's the name? So Vinicius Jr. scores that one really nice shot in the far corner. Then Allison makes a mistake and the ball goes in off of him. I was like looking at the ball. I didn't think it went in, and he didn't really celebrate that much. I was like, oh damn. And then I'm like, wait, what the hell? It went in. Then after that, I think it was Vinicius who got fouled,
Hmm.
And then Modric took that free kick, and Militao just got a bullet header in there. Then Benzema scored after that. He got that one deflection shot, and then another one on his left foot. Real Madrid just did not let up, and they went into halftime 2-2. And you feel like I was like, okay, like they're going into halftime 2-2. Like this is their match, dude. Like I feel like Liverpool's goals, like you're I'm not thinking Darwin Nunez is gonna score 2 goals in a match. Like I'm not. Like Darwin Nunez is Encino, man. Like he's just
He's
running
just
around.
he's
Like
too I think the problem with Darwin Nunez, and he gets a South American pass. I'm not here to flame him for real. I just think he's too much of a big athlete. He's
yeah,
too much of an athlete. Like, I just don't think the Liverpool jump was the jump to make. It would have been nice to see him go to like one more like consistent Europa League, like a Sevilla, whatever, like a good Europa League contending team where there's like they contend for the top of La Liga. They're up there, but there's a lot of like coaching involved more because when you're like straight into Prem, it's like damn dog, especially like a top team, it's like oof, like because you see the intangibles, but you're just like, oh, you just don't have that clean. He doesn't have any of the clean play. He needs to have a lot of good touch work. He doesn't know like game sense, like where to place himself in the best places, like where to like keep the possession going, do a little give and goes. Because if he learned how to just do like 5 give and goes per game that were clean, he would get so many places. And he's so fast and powerful. It's like, dude, you would just destroy the game.
Caesar, the problem with him, well, the problem with Liverpool getting him is he's a center forward,
Mm-hmm.
but Liverpool's used to having Firmino, who is like a drop back type of guy, like more of
Yeah,
a 10,
who's
like a
basically
false.
like another midfielder center forward. He's not
Exactly.
that.
Then they're putting him on the wing, and he's just not as good as Sadio Mane. Like Sadio Mane is like you can't even call him a winger. Like this is a dude that does everything, and he's not that either. And
And the development on the wing is to the buildup is so much different than centrally. Like
yeah, he's
it's
not a
harder.
winger.
It's harder for someone like him to do that.
So it's hard to think of like like he would have been good at like Man U, like just like a team
Oh,
that's
for sure. Man U
very
is a place
direct.
because Man U has so many other pieces that can build alone that he would just be another piece. Like like that would be perfect because they have such good they do long passing, they love to do that counter style.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
have a lot of good midfield pieces like Fred and Casemiro that can make things happen for
yeah.
him. But on Liverpool, it's like their midfield is so weak. I'm like, it's just not really there for them right now to do that
It
build
just
up with him.
he just doesn't make sense in that role. Like
No, no.
it's just
It's a good
it's
idea, but I don't think he's ready for that. Now, maybe if he was like a few years down the line of really playing and
maybe
he like developed that, because you can learn how to be like good on touch stuff. Like that's not hard,
yeah.
maybe, but just I don't think that's the right guy. That
Not, not
honestly,
at
that's kind of
Liverpool.
bad scouting. It's kind of bad scouting.
Yeah, it's not at Liverpool. I don't think. Like
No. Not saying he's not a good player. I just
no,
don't
he's a
think
good player.
that's not the right combination piece.
No, not at all. But yeah, Liverpool got their ass beat 5-2. Barely sniffed a goal in the second half, but Real Madrid looked great. They're talking about Vinicius Jr. being world class now. I'm like,
What?
he's really one of the
He should
better
have been
wingers.
top three. He should have been the top three for UEFA for the Ballon d'Oro last year. Just
Yeah,
off what
no,
he should have been top three. He should have been top. He's fourth player, third player.
yeah, no. I mean, like, I'm like, yeah, he's definitely world class since
He's
last
beyond
season.
elite. He's elite.
Like literally, like he's running the whole match, dude. Like he's really out there the whole match all the
He's
time.
incredible shape. He hasn't
Yeah,
stopped. He has 18 goals. Like what are we playing around right now? The guy's scoring like crazy. Is going good again.
yeah,
Might hit another
literally,
20 plus year. That's really
easily,
good.
easily. Shit, he might get 30. Who knows?
Yeah. What the hell?
But yeah, so next week we'll have the second legs. I feel like Napoli's gonna win. I feel like City's gonna beat Red Bull Leipzig, even though Red Bull Leipzig was playing some really good football against City.
They'll be counting on my dogs at Leipzig, dog.
Yeah. I think Holland had like very few touches. They're talking about that a lot now,
Mm-hmm.
but we'll see. Um,
I mean, that was something you could have been saw coming.
did the other Champions League matches were the week before. I was like, wait a minute, there's only 4 matches here. But let's get into another big competition we have out here. We saw, although I am checking the scores, I'm checking the score for Rennes versus Shakhtar right now because one of these Oh my goodness. One of these Ligue 1 teams got to win. Oh, what the heck just happened? Oh wait, okay. What's the name? Bren is up on penalties 4-3. So hopefully they can pull this out. We had UEFA Europa League. Sadly, Juve went to France and beat Nantes. Sadly, Monaco lost on
Investigate
penalty.
the ref.
Hmm?
Investigate the ref in the not game. Come on, dog.
Oh
That's
yeah,
an aggressive red,
that was
yo.
crazy. That was
That's
crazy.
an aggressive red. The Balde foul wasn't a red. This is a red. Come on, dog.
Crazy.
What are we
Crazy.
doing?
Uh,
Man's just supposed to fall on the ground like this.
like a vampire. Like, ugh.
Like I can't plant my arm down to get up.
What's the name?
The crowd was rocking though. I would have been going crazy at that game. Oh,
I think French
scores. I'm throwing my water bottle. I'm flicking them off. I'm like, ah!
Nah, honestly, I love French crowds.
Yeah, they go hard. They're the best.
Um,
That's how I want to be if I was an ultra. I want to be wild like them.
yeah, what's the name? Monaco lost on penalties.
All because they didn't take us.
Facts. So we're looking at so we're like, okay, whatever. Man U is playing Barcelona. You and I both are like, I'm not a Barca hater by nature because I'm a fan of somebody, but Barcelona is grimy and slimy and sleazy. So I'm like, I gotta go for you to lose and for we made it Holly.
Yeah, and there's been times in my life where I like watching Barcelona play, and I like for example the treble year with that was incredible soccer to watch, and I'm not gonna lie, even when Messi got hurt and it was just Neymar, oh, so fun. It was a great time, incredible soccer, they're good, but I don't like grime time teams. I don't like crypto scammer teams like Barcelona kind of is. And I don't like Xavi, and I don't like even the style they play. I don't really like it. Like something about their buildup is just kind of ugly to me. I don't know what it
It
is.
depends. I've seen them play some good football, but it depends.
Yeah.
So we know that Man U ended up winning 2-1. Even shouldn't have been that one because that penalty was soft. Who scored? Fred scored the second goal, and Bruno Fernandes scored the first one. Caesar, we're not going to do any game analysis. We don't have that much time, but I do want to ask you, since this is the second season in a row, Barcelona's going out in Europa League. Although they can still win Copa del Rey and the league, do you feel like this is worth Xavi's job? Should he get sacked?
Yeah, sack him. I don't care.
Caesar, come on, dog.
Like realistically, yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
They could win a double.
They could win a double. No, you don't fire him off this game, but if in the season's trophy, let's fire him because they're like you don't make all these moves to go to Europa League, right?
One.
That was the original talking point. You don't get this bum coach from Qatar to come over here and you sign 44 people that you don't have money for, and you don't pay people on your team to not go to Champions League. So you get bummed out of Champions League. Then you lose in the first 2 games in Europa League to Manchester United. So it's like, what are we really doing here? Manchester United starting dudes with number 49 on their jersey. Like, what are we really doing here right now? Okay. Like, I'm sorry, you signed Lewandowski. You got the best center back from Sevilla. You got some randos from Chelsea. You got a lot of people. You got Chiesa, one of my favorite defensive mids, solid brick midfielder who I wish was on Real Chiesa. You got all these players, and you can't even beat now Manchester United. So what are we doing here? Or is this team assembled to beat Copa del Rey and La Liga? I'm sorry. Barcelona has won La Liga already. They want to win more Champions Leagues. They haven't actually won that much historically, Champions League. They want to add that number. Real Madrid's like at 14 now or some crazy number.
Here you go.
I just think that Barcelona needs to I think there's really good coaches on the market they can look at. I think that they can do something different because I think Xavi is a character, and I think that people like him because he gets the Barca pass. But let's keep it real. If we're talking about straight results, it's not looking that good, man.
No, you're right. I mean, they're doing good in the league, obviously, and they're still,
like straight like trophy case.
Yeah, and they're still in the Copa del Rey, but like to not go to at least the semifinal of Europa League, like that's rough. Like, and this is like this would have been a good statement for them. Like, Man U is like exploding in EPL. They're playing a lot better. They're doing their thing.
It
For
would have
Barcelona,
definitely separated the level between spend all the money you want, but you're still not better than us. That kind of thing. It would have been a good La Liga statement win too.
for sure. And it's embarrassing, obviously. Honestly, like it's
Honestly, this loss reinforces some of the egregious spending that Premier League does. They're like, look, it's giving us results, and it's like, oh damn it, they're gonna spend another 40 billion next winter now because they got to win over Barcelona.
Yeah. They're like, don't look at Liverpool though.
You really lost to a team who started some dude named Weghorst. Like, well, what's happening here? When I watch him play, I'm like, this bumbling giant is getting a Man U starts.
Came in January. Came in January.
The biggest Jesus tattoo I've ever seen in my life is getting starts.
Speaking of Dutch people, Memphis Depay.
Dutch?
I don't know. He came from the Netherlands, but Memphis Depay does have a new song out called.
I did listen to it.
What is it?
Abu Jaka. Abu
no, like
Abu Shakaba.
Adem Baba or something.
Adem Baba.
Asim Baba or something like that.
Asim Baba. What are you? What is this? Some like Leroy language or something? What is this like?
Little Ghana action.
I can absolutely. I think that shit is very cute and cool. I like him. I did hear some little lines in there. I was like, "Ooh, okay, talking a little traction here, okay,
spicy.
A little spicy."
I don't like in the video
sneak dissing.
I don't like in the video that he's like showing him signing to Atleti. I'm like, what are you doing, dude?
I
like,
mean, he didn't show the club brand though, but yeah.
But it's like, dog, like we don't want to see that. Like that's like no.
I think he showed that because I think honestly he just really hated the Barcelona thing. I think it was because he was throwing some little bit of disses in there, dog. I was like, okay.
I think he was talking about the haters like in real life. He said something like something about a number 9, but my people hold those or something. I was like,
yeah, I was like, that was a bar, dog. I was like, okay.
My people got those every day.
They can take my 9, but my people still hold those or something. I was like, damn.
They got Crips in the Netherlands.
I can respect someone that really bangs for their 9 jersey. I can respect that. Yeah, no, Depay. I had to hear the song. It was on my thing. I was like, of course. Let me hear my dog rap.
I was like, damn, I haven't heard a song from him in a long time, but he's still doing his thing.
Good on him. Good on Depay. That's my dog forever.
He whispers "scary hours." I'm like, you just want a song with Drake so bad.
Yeah, well, just know the streets know Memphis Depay, the streets legend forever.
Oh yeah, honestly, like him and like maybe not a song with him and Drake, but like if he was in a video with Drake, that'd be dope.
I'd be happy for him.
Yeah, that'd be really cool because that's all he wants is to be in the video.
Oh yeah, he'll pay whatever, dude. Dog. He'll give his whole athletic contract for that joint.
Like, can I get in the video, bro?
Drake, bro, please.
They might have met each other before. Drake,
yeah, like a random club party at Aria in Vegas. Yeah, I'm sure they've like came across paths. And Drake went, "Oh, one of those." Yeah. Yeah. The best thing is I just want to hear them talk in real life because the best is Drake's Canadian accent is so dorky. I love it, and I want to hear him talking to Dutchman Depay in real life. Like I want to hear them talk. When Drake talks, he sounds so Canadian. He's like, yeah, guys, it's like he really talks. I love it.
I honestly feel like they met before, but I guess not. I guess they don't.
I'm sure they've met like on the low. Didn't Depay date that one famous chick?
Lori Harvey,
Uche or something. Lori Harvey.
It's almost over. We got to get out of here.
We made it podcast episode 293.
Yeah, we were supposed to talk about Benzema replacements. Maybe we'll do that next time. But yeah, we
probably forget about it.
Holler.
I'm from LA.
This is for LA.